Every year, there's another report, another survey saying 40, 50, 60% of digital transformations are either failing or missing expectations. Now, over the years, I've been sharing reasons why that happens. And today, I'm going to be sharing a consolidated list, 24 epic leadership issues that kill innovation and digital transformation. Hi, I'm Isaac Sacolick. I lead a company called Star CIO. We guide organizations on digital transformation and developing digital and transformation core competencies. I have over 1,000 articles that I've written on the subject, 2 books, and today I'm just going to share you a consolidated list. I'll be talking through 12 of them. I'll be sharing links to the other 12, and these are all things that I've seen organizations struggle with. So I hope you will learn from these 12 issues that can really kill innovation and digital transformation. So these first 4 reasons of why digital transformation fail, they actually come from a video I recorded in 2020. It was the 6th episode of 5 Minutes with NY Ike. That's what I used to call this channel before the Driving Digital stand-up. You know, there's still leaders and organizations out there that just don't start. They think that their organization isn't going to be disrupted by technology, that customers are going to stay with them forever, that markets aren't changing, they can't agree on priorities, so they fail to start a real digital transformation effort. Other organizations, they fail to start because they think it's a short-term project. We're going to make an investment in technology, one and done. There's an ROI against it. And what they fail to realize is not only is digital transformation is a journey, but it's a core competency. We are continuously going to transform because how markets are evolving and technology is driving change and customer expectations are changing. Third reason is they really underestimate the change. They stick with how things are running even though they're making an investment. So it sort of becomes a culture clash between how things are operating today and what transformation is trying to drive the organization. That's a reason for fail. And back in that video, I said the #1 reason why digital transformations fail, and this is still true today, is that organizations still have a lot of top-down thinking. Here's our strategy. We're going to go after this. They really fail to engage the employees, the organization about how to participate in that transformation, what it means to them, how to get involved. And without getting the staff involved in incremental and growing ways, it's really hard to drive transformative change. So these 4 reasons are still relevant. I gave you a quick synopsis of it, but I'll share you the link in the comments for that video if you want the longer explanation on why digital transformations fail. Now I'm going to give you 8 more reasons why leaders are struggling with digital transformation. All right, let's jump to reason #5, fail to decelerate legacy business models and practices. You know, you can't run digital transformation with everything being a priority. Not every department, not every product line, and not every business can get the same level of priority at the same time when you're running a digital transformation initiative. That means the CEO down have to communicate and state very clearly what areas of the business you're investing in and maybe some areas of the business that you're not investing in. So if you're not going to decelerate part of your business, it's really hard to accelerate the ones you're trying to transform and invest in. Really important rule. #2, you know, I talk about this in Digital Trailblazer and I say support is an interesting word. Just getting an executive support in a conference room only amounts to their decision not to confront you. However, if you want that executive to follow through and to go beyond support and endorse followed by action, well then that's a whole other mountain you're climbing. Right? What does that mean for the Digital Trailblazer? If you're leading a digital transformation initiative and you're speaking to your executives, be very specific about what you need from them to be successful. What is your want? What is your ask? Tell them because they don't know better. Okay, if you need something from sales, tell them this is what you need. If you need something from marketing, tell them this is what you need and be very specific around that. #7, you've heard me talk about this quite a few times on my blog and on this video channel. If you're running a digital transformation initiative, you're a digital trailblazer, you need to be specific about what your vision is. This is the link that will help you download my one-page vision statement template. That's a mouthful. And what that's going to allow you to do is express who the customers are, whether they're internal customers or external customers, what the value proposition is, why you're working on this, why it's a priority, what it's replacing. And very quickly, if you don't have one of these, it's very easy for stakeholders to fall out of alignment, for the team not to understand why and what they're working on and for whom. And so if you're going to work on an initiative and call it transformation, state what your vision is. Have a 6-month vision, have an 18-month vision, change your vision statement if you're learning things. And that's what this one is all about. Number 8, every time I've ever run a digital transformation or an initiative, there's a number of detractors who just don't believe it, right? They're standing in the back of the room, their arms are folded, they believe the status quo is fine, and they believe that they can continue doing the way things have done before, and this thing will fizzle out. I see it all the time. I just use the word detractors for them. I've written about this a number of times. If you go to the URL starcio.com/culture, you'll get access to all of these articles and others around how to handle different levels of detractors. They could be leaders, they could be people who are slowing down your Agile teams. And this is really important. Have a skill set and a mindset about how to confront and align and transform your detractors into supporters. Number 9, this is coming from an article I just wrote for CIO.com, Digital KPIs, a secret to measuring transformational success. This is a very hard issue, right? If you try to define KPIs too early, if you try to say you're going to deliver on those KPIs too early, you're probably going to fail. If you fail to take strategic KPIs and really translate them and allow your digital trailblazers to define them on a per initiative basis, it's really hard to have a measurable way of doing transformation work when you have different types of initiatives. And then more importantly, when you're investing in culture and transformation practices, come up with velocity metrics that show what you're investing in, whether it's Agile or DevOps or becoming data-driven. These are all velocity metrics that impact how smart you can actually transform your organization. So learn what these KPIs are and apply them in the right places at the right time. So number 10, you have alignment, you have funding, you have a team. What can go wrong after that when you're a digital trailblazer leading a digital transformation initiative? And there are 2 fundamental things that I see happening when those initiatives are translated from vision statement into Agile backlogs. First is if you require way too much upfront planning. Right? We're starting with a 1-page vision statement. How do you get teams executing? If you have weeks, months, and longer to actually take that idea and start executing on it, you're taking too long to plan. My solution around this is to make planning part of your Agile process. You're always planning, and I call that continuous planning. Same thing on the back end. If you wait too long to implement change management, or what I call transformation management, you're not going to have stakeholders, end users, customers, and employees ready to embrace the change. You need to bring change management, or what I call transformation management, as a step of working on really early in the process. And again, if you look at a Star CIO Agile program doing Agile, you're not just doing user stories to deliver, you're doing planning work and you're doing transformation work every single sprint. Okay, so key issues for digital trailblazers translating transformation initiatives into execution. Number 11, neglect to define incentives that align with transformation objectives. This is something digital trailblazers, C-levels really have to work. CEO, CFO, CHRO. This is a key partnership issue, right? As your business model is evolving, the way people were incentivized previously needs to evolve with it. I think back to my times working in media, salespeople being incentive at a certain percentage for selling print ads needed to change drastically when we started selling digital ads. Okay, if you're a SaaS company that was once selling licensing, also dramatically different sales process, different incentive model. Okay, if your incentives aren't evolving with how your business model is changing and your operating model is changing, you're going to at some point hit a roadblock trying to inspire your team. And financial incentives is part of it. It's not the only part of it. Just don't take that picture too literally, but it's very important to have these discussions frequently so that as programs are maturing, you're bringing your organization along with it. And number 12 is really important today. When I look at digital transformation over 2-year periods, every couple of years, there's something big and different that's driving our efforts around transformation. In 2024, it's certainly going to be around AI, a little bit more on automation and machine learning, but failing and disregarding future disruptive business risks and opportunities. It could be from transformation, it could be from markets, it could be from customers. If you're not anticipating the future, you're probably transforming to something you planned for a year or two in the past, and you might miss the points of pivoting, accelerating, decelerating areas of your program. So very important to come up with a way of measuring this and doing blue sky planning a lot more frequently than you've ever done in the past. 12 more for you. So the 12 other ways leaders can kill innovation in digital transformation. I wrote about them recently in 2 CIO.com articles, one on the 7 sins of digital transformation, the other 5 surefire ways to derail a digital transformation. If you're watching this on the YouTube channel, on the Driving Digital Stand-Up, please look in the comments. I have links to those 2 articles, other links that I shared in this video, and there's an accompanying blog post on starcio.com with this episode and with a way to download a PDF with all 24 ways that you can kill and derail a digital transformation. That won't be out immediately, but if you sign up on that page, you will get access to it. Thanks for joining. This is the 79th episode of the Driving Digital Stand-Up. Thank you for joining. Please subscribe to our channel. And remember, every week I have a coffee hour on LinkedIn. It's called the Coffee with Digital Trailblazers. We meet every single week at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. You can get to that episode at starcio.com/coffee/next-event. We cover all kinds of different topics. Thanks again for joining. Again, remember, subscribe to our channel and have a nice day.